Sometime in 2010, an image was uploaded to 4chan by an anonymous user. This is the first known origin of the Herobrine myth. Alongside the image, a short story was written up, giving us a little explanation of what we might be seeing. I had recently spawned a new world in single-player Minecraft. Everything was normal at first as I began chopping down trees and crafting a workbench. I noticed something move amongst the dense fog. I have a very slow computer, so I have to play with tiny render distance. I thought it was a cow, so I pursued it, hoping to grab some hides for armor. It wasn't a cow though. Looking back at me was another character with the default skin, but his eyes were empty. I saw no name pop up, and I double checked to make sure I wasn't in multiplayer mode. He didn't stay long. He looked at me quickly and ran into the fog. I pursued out of curiosity, but he was gone. The post goes on to talk about other weird sightings found on that very same map. 2x2 tunnels in the rocks, small perfect pyramids made of sand in the ocean, and groves of trees with all their leaves cut off. The anonymous user says he tried looking for other sightings of this pseudo-player, but with no luck. He decided to create a topic about this on the Minecraft forums, but the post was quickly deleted. I received a PM from username Herobrine, containing one word: stop. When I went to look at Herobrine's profile, the page forward. At the end of the story, he claims to have made contact with some individuals who were also visited by the mystery man in-game. Some of those players apparently looked into the username Herobrine, and after some digging, it was revealed to be the brother of Minecraft's creator, Notch. I personally emailed Notch and asked him if he had a brother. It took him a while, but he emailed me back a very short message. I did, but he is no longer with us. And thus the most infamous gaming creepypasta was born.
Yeah, all I gotta say is here's the footage.
He is depicted as a human entity with the skin of stable and with wide eyes. Herobrine's not here.
This is the first snapshot ever taken of Herobrine.
Gamers are no stranger to urban legends, from Bigfoot sightings in San Andreas to an elusive mythical Pokemon hiding under a truck, trying to unlock Luigi in Super Mario 64, or making sense of what actually was Polybius. But if you were to ask somebody today to talk about the first gaming urban legend that popped into their head, most would probably mention Herobrine. And what makes this legend stand out from the rest is, well, the internet. In the years following the original 4chan post, 2010, 11 and 12, there was a huge boom in online entertainment. Posting videos to YouTube was as popular as ever, and Minecraft was on its way to becoming the most popular game the world had ever seen. Alongside an increasing popularity of messaging boards, forums and subreddits meant that this specific legend spread like wildfire. It didn't take long for other pictures, videos and live streams to start popping up, adding more and more fuel to the fire. And the fact that Minecraft was especially popular amongst kids and teenagers, who tend to be a bit more gullible than your average homeowner, meant that just about everybody was out there looking for him. Some trying to prove his existence, others trying to prove the contrary. Some were too afraid to even open the game anymore. It's funny looking back at these old forum threads, seeing kids argue whether these sightings are real or not. It's funny because I was one of those kids. I've been fascinated by this Herobrine for over half of my life now, as I remember a little too well searching for this mysterious being myself. It was all fun and games until one night a friend of mine decided to do a little trolling and literally scarred me for life. Yes, I'm a grown-ass adult now, and yes, I am still traumatized by what happened that night. Never ask a woman her weight, never ask a man his salary, and never ask me what happened on the 9th of June 2013. Today I wanna go exploring into the mythos to see what exactly went down during this golden era, to understand why Herobrine became so infamous. How did a bunch of random channels post a series of disconnected videos, bringing a fake character to life, and thus creating one of the coolest pieces of horror media to ever exist? A few months after the original 4chan post, people were gaining interest in this alleged Herobrine figure. People love a good horror mystery, especially if it originates from an unlikely place like Minecraft. One of those people was Copeland, a fairly big Minecraft creator at the time. He, like many others, took interest in the mystery surrounding the figure and decided to play his part. One day on stream he spent hours photoshopping Herobrine into various different Minecraft screenshots. People thought it was pretty cool, and upon seeing the chat's positive reaction, he decided to go a step further. In his very next stream that took place on August 30, 2010, he faked an encounter with the man, the myth, the legend himself. And from everything that I've been able to find about this stream, people lost their fucking minds. The stream was only recently found by some miracle. For 14 years it was thought to have been lost forever. Back then, only a few screenshots had survived. The footage that you're seeing right now is a recreation of what the stream looked like, and from the response of those who claim to have seen the original, it's rather faithful, just without the screaming and whatnot. This was created by EnderBoss25 with the help of Copeland himself, who happened to have the original Word file still on his computer. This gives us a somewhat better understanding of what went down on that August night. I spent a little while in Photoshop putting an image of Herobrine on a painting, and then put that painting up in a small room in one of my in-progress houses. My map was small at the time, I think it only had 3 houses. Anyway, I started streaming and avoided that room for about an hour to 2 hours to make it all seem more legit. I then happened to run into the room, and directly in front of the door was Herobrine. I screamed and ran out of the house and turned off the stream. After the stream, a link was posted in the chat, titled him.html. Clicking on the link opened a GIF. Thanks to Copeland's stream, and mainly due to a forum post he made about the stream, Herobrine's popularity skyrocketed, as people were left with a sorrowing question: is he actually real? The setup was so perfect and the execution just tasteful enough that it had the masses convinced that he might just be. In the months following Copeland's stream, videos started popping up of alleged Herobrine sightings, and one of the earliest remaining videos of these was uploaded to YouTube on November 4th, 2010 by a user named Eric Young. Eric continues to take pictures of the strange phenomena in the sky and claims he was confronted by a strange character. He had the default skin, but his eyes were white. These 3 photos are of him. Yes, him. That's what they used to call him. Very sinister. Eric continues to get chased down by this strange figure, but he manages to escape. He decides to stay down here until the day comes, but he hears glass shattering. And in Eric's own legendary words, this was the bridge man arrived from. It wasn't like this before. Truly terrifying stuff. By the end of the video, he shows off another photo he managed to capture, this time catching the creature on camera. What has made this video age like fine wine are the updates Eric kept in the description throughout the weeks and months following the sighting. At first just annoyed that people were commenting about Herobrine's weird facial expression, until finally going full sicko mode. Stop commenting about the eyes, 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 stop commenting about the eyes. Speaking of eyes, of those damned white eyes, throughout late 2010, a new phenomena was taking place on the Minecraft forums, user after user claiming to be seeing white eyes in their Minecraft worlds. No figure or mysterious entity, just glimpses of white eyes piercing through the darkness. It all started on July 31st, when a Minecraft forum user, Flaky, posted a story about their encounter. Whether the story was theirs or stolen from 4chan, what Flaky didn't know at the time was that this very post would become a huge cornerstone of this urban legend. I think I'm going crazy. I abandoned my mind due to strange shit happening, like blocks coming out of nowhere and my torches going missing. It really was strange. The stranger thing was that there wasn't a single monster or slime or anything down there. But there was a lot of minerals, quite a lot of cave ambience that I'd never heard before. It must have been included in the Friday update, I don't know. But recently I've been hearing really strange things around the building I built around it. It feels like whispers. It's strange really. I feel like going back down there, but I really don't want to, because of the creepy shit that happens down there. Plus I need a lot more torches. It just seems that the cave is alive and angry at me. I just decided to go down there one day, one last time, to see if I could get any stuff before really abandoning it. I couldn't find a single one of my torches that I left down there. I don't know what's happening to them, but this just made me want to leave the cave even more. I spent 2 minutes inside and I noticed that I couldn't hear anything. The ambience stopped. At this point I was pretty creeped out and decided to leave before it went dark. I felt and turned and looked at it, and then all of a sudden the hole went dark, as if one of my torches was removed. I just fucking ran without looking back. I went back into my shack until the sun came up. I was ready to rid the world of that fucking cave. I got my buckets of lava and a few water and started going towards the cave. I could already hear it talking to me. It knew what I was going to do. I opened the cave opening and slowly walked in a little to the point where it was a drop, not too far into the cave, and started to pour the lava down there. I gave it a minute before I poured water on top of it to seal it with obsidian. That should close it forever. As I was doing this, I heard one final ambience that suddenly stopped halfway through. As creepy as it sounded, I felt good, because I knew it would be the last one I hear of that cave. The story goes on to talk about how they moved far away from their original base, and at their new home they found a new cave system, and within those tunnels, a mysterious music disc named 13. I've never seen anything like this before. It had circle marks around it like a vinyl record. Then all of a sudden I hear the single most creepiest cave ambience ever. It sent shivers down my spine. I get into the cave, begin slowly going towards the pit, making sure I use my torches efficiently. I hear a ghoulish laugh behind me, in the pitch black, and 2 white eyes were there. Looking at me, I freeze. I cannot move. I'm locked into a staring contest with the eyes. I hear whispers from all around me, telling me to get closer. I can't. I must resist. This story became an instant classic, as the first recorded instance of a white-eyed entity lurking in the shadows and tormenting the player. You know, they say humans are exceptionally great at pattern recognition. Otherwise a great trait to have, but in this case, maybe not so much. Having read this story in the dead of night, people started seeing these white eyes everywhere they looked. Even if they weren't looking, they were still there, at the corner of your eye. Just a glimpse of odd-looking pixels, enough to trigger our fight or flight instinct, but gone before we could even have a proper blink. Just a day later, another forum post was made where a panicked user claimed that they cannot take it anymore. Jesus Christ, I can't do it. I can't take it anymore. I can't go back home. I can't go into my mines. I can't do anything anymore but slowly try and build something under the frozen ocean. And all because of those 2 little pixels. 2 pixels. 2 white pixels. I haven't even seen them myself, except in screenshots. I know it's there though, waiting in the mines, watching me from my tower's balcony while I'm outside. I can't see through the constant snowfall, but I know it's there, and I know it can see me. It started a couple weeks ago, after a Secret Friday update. Some people started reporting seeing a pair of white pixels whenever an underground ambient noise was triggered. I figured it was a bug or something, maybe some way he did it to trigger the sounds themselves. I didn't hear much more about it for a while, then all of a sudden, recently I've been seeing reported sightings everywhere, and a supposed screenshot of them. By the end of the year, a server plugin was created. Now you could summon Herobrine for real. A legend states that if you build an altar of mossy cobblestone and burning netherrack, with 4 redstone torches placed on top of 9 gold blocks, the sky would turn black and Herobrine would appear. There's no going back now. This plugin alone would go on to spawn an endless sea of videos, making it even easier to fake sightings. But the believers were still out there. I mean, how could you not, if videos like these were posted months before any mod was even thought of? The virtual manhunt was in full action. Throughout 2011, Herobrine was becoming a certified legend in the gaming scene. Songs were written about him, movies were made about him. Some guy just posted this video titled "Him." I mean, how could you not be a fan? With such bangers as "Communicating with Herobrine, this is real, it's not fake this time." By the summer, Burner had released a full version of the mod, which helped to flesh out the myth. Within the mod, there was a specific way to summon Herobrine, who was now a fleshed out mob with its own behavior and all. He was known to build traps for the player and possesses the power to take control of animals. He was often seen wielding a diamond pickaxe or sword, and he was no longer just Notch's dead brother. In the East, it was said he was once a miner who died a horrific death in the caves, and here in the West we believed he was a rogue glitch stuck within our game worlds, a ghost in the machine. But something was off about this newest version of Minecraft. 1.6.6 specifically felt especially cursed. There was a sensation of surveillance, this tingling feeling at the back of your head like you're being followed. This single player world doesn't feel so empty suddenly. I mean, the fog was thick and the FPS low. But other than that, nothing had actually changed. Notch made some changes to glowstone and how boats work, and that's about it. Oh, and there was this one line of extra text at the bottom of the changelog, which read, "Herobrine removed." On the 14th of June 2011, a video was uploaded titled "Herobrine found in 1.6.6. Did you catch that? I sure didn't the first time I saw it. Right here, there he goes, disappearing into thin air, as the cameraman has an aftershock of what he might have maybe just really seen. He's not too sure. For the rest of 2011, things were rather quiet. Discussion was still held and the debate was raging on, but the sightings themselves had slowed down. Maybe he really was removed like Notch keeps on stating. Well, fear not 11-year-old me, because the year is 2012 and Minecraft is about to blow up. On April 1st, user by the name Superkyle332 uploaded a video of them playing an older beta release of Minecraft. In the video, we see Kyle exploring a forest biome. He comes across a grove of trees with no leaves and redstone torches placed all around. He noticed an ominous hole in the ground, a staircase leading into the pitch black underground. He descends into the hole, lighting up the path as he goes. Around the corner, he found more redstone torches. After a while, he arrives at a dead end, having just ran out of torches himself. He returns to the surface and leaves the cave behind, exploring the surroundings a bit further, hoping to find something more. Oddly enough, the video goes on for quite some time. Herobrine chases him down, but eventually he manages to actually kill Herobrine. Wait, you can do that? And as a cherry on top, we get some live notepad action too. I love the authentic feel this video has. I think that's the reason it shines apart from the rest of the videos posted in the era. The aesthetic is old looking, even for the time, and there is no apparent signs of the famous mod. The entity in the video acts as neither a player or a mob, and it's all captured like actual found footage. Turns out this entity is not confined within the PC port of the game, as many had theorized, because on July 20th, the most famous Herobrine sighting was posted on YouTube by none other than SpaceWaffle.
Alright, let's see if he built a tunnel down here somewhere. Okay, let's use a diamond.
Today, this video boasts a whopping 70 million views, with almost 150,000 comments. Holy shit. Masses gathering to pay tribute to the good old times. It cannot be understated the impact this video had. Minecraft was as popular as ever, and this single video was burned into the memories of millions of children all across the globe. Herobrine was the real deal. There were documentaries made about him, mob guides, animations, machinimas, tutorials, and of course, even more sightings. And we finally arrive in 2013. A YouTuber by the name of JosephCraft has been making videos of his Minecraft world for quite some time. Joseph was an avid console gamer, and he exclusively played on the Xbox 360 version. And either he was cursed or his Minecraft world was, because over the course of the last year and a half, this was his third time seeing Herobrine in game. The previous sightings had both been pretty spooky, but this was something else.
I had a little farming area. So this is where I keep my crops. As you can see, there's wheat, pumpkins, there's watermelons there too. And that's where I keep all my animals. And here it's raining for some odd reason. I don't understand, my biome's a little weird because with that... Wait, did I just... Wait...
This is hands down the most perfect Herobrine sighting video there is. The build-up and the payoff are a cinematic masterpiece in itself, something straight out of a horror movie. It's like a well-executed magic trick that will leave you in awe. First comes the pledge. The magician shows you something relatively ordinary, like a dove. Second is the turn. The magician takes the dough and makes it do something extraordinary, like disappear. Finally, there's the prestige. The magician tops that disappearance and makes the dove reappear. It's been nearly 15 years since Herobrine was first sighted in the foggy depths of Minecraft's alpha release. What started as a single 4chan post sprawled into an entire mythos, inspiring countless videos for years to come, and even its very own unofficial lore. Herobrine was never real, but still, players from all around the world rushed to search for him nonetheless. Our curious minds got the best of us, and together we made Herobrine real. No matter how much Mojang teased us or how many tried to disapprove him, if there's even the slightest bit of chance that he is still somewhere out there, then Herobrine will forever live on. Creepypastas have shaped the internet horror landscape for decades now. So many of those playground rumors are still rooted in the inspiration of modern horror hits. And every day there's somebody new who realizes, wait, Minecraft is actually pretty creepy. Thanks for watching this trip down memory lane. If you enjoy this kind of content from me, make sure to subscribe. Oh, and of course I must ask, where is your god now?